In this video, I'll be showing you how to record the Darth Vader leitmotif, or the Imperial Death March, in a slightly different way. So using your mouse instead of recording yourself playing your keyboard, right? So we could, if I've got this open, I don't need those. I just pressed a bunch of buttons and lots of stuff's popped up. Get rid of that. There we go. We could be doing this, but I've shown you that already and I want to show you this. Now this is called a MIDI editor and it's the third tab in on the bottom of your screen, and I can make this much bigger, okay? And you have got a keyboard on its side, and each one of these grey and black lines is a note. So if I now put notes in here, so I've just command clicked that in, might be control click on a Chromebook. I can place this, I could put in a number of them, and then I could play it back. Not a keeper. And that's all you have to do to input your notes. Oh, here we go. Look, use your pencil tool in the middle here. And we're going to start trying to put in the Darth Vader theme. Now, to start with, we need to get the right octave, because as we talked about before, the Darth Vader march is very low pitch, and that was part of its menacing sound. Okay, so I'm going to go for the G that's in between C2 and C3, and here I've got at the top, I've got to pay very, very good attention to this. 1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. Now that's bar 1, beat 1, bar 1, beat 2, bar 1, beat 3, bar 1, beat 4, and then it does the same but for bar 2, bar 2, beat 2, bar 2, beat 3, bar 2, beat 4. Okay, so we're keeping with our values each and every time. Now I'm just going to click in 3 crotchet Gs. Now that's not very well placed. There we go. And they're a bit short, so if I go back to my arrow tool, I can make them a bit longer. And I'm just leaving it a gap, a tiny gap at the end, so that I can have a little break on the note, a bit more articulation. I need an E flat here, which is this light grey line. Now we learned today about dotted notes, so this is where we've really got to be quite precise. And I'll zoom in so I can see a bit more. Now we said that a dot is worth half of the value that it's attached to, so therefore this quaver is worth 3/4 of a beat instead of half a beat, and the semiquaver that follows it is worth 1/4 of the beat. So let me find my B flat, put that up here. Oh, it wants shortening before I can do anything else. Okay, and then I need to extend my bar out up top. And once I've got that shape, actually, what I can do is I can copy and paste a bit, which I know sounds a bit cheeky, but it's not. So put that at the start of beat 2, put the crotchet G back in. Oh, I'm putting all sorts of things in. Go back to your arrow tool to get rid. What note's this in? What needs to be there? Okay, and then bar 2, beat 2, bum bum bum. And make sure you line up the start of the note on the grid so it's not in between it. Now if I play that back, now that doesn't sound right, does it? So we've then got to do some investigating. I'm just a line out there, and then with my mouse on the correct tool, because look what's happening, it's adding lots of extra random notes. I've just got to move that back up, listen back again. That still doesn't sound right, does it? There we go. Okay. All right, and then I would carry on and do exactly the same over here with bar 3 and over here with bar 4. So I would extend out my red box, okay, and then I would continue with the pencil tool to put my notes in here. Off you go.